off for me. Hello and welcome to the fourth TimCon Diabotical monthly duel as supported by the community through Patreon and this very nice Twitch stream. My name is JMT. As ever, I will be commentating. Alongside me, as always, Crazy Al.
Wait.
Admin extraordinaire. On production, Arch Rhythm. And also, a very special guest indeed, deep from down under, one of the finest commentators in the biz. It's Hamo.
Thank you, GMT. I mean, it's midnight on a Sunday night here, but I got up for you guys. I know I want to cast this duel tournament, and I am looking forward to it. I want to see some excellent games tonight, and let's put on a good show.
It's an exciting time for EU Duel, as earlier, well, it would have been about a month ago now, I think, we did see Karvik for the first time win a tournament outright over Age. And so we've got those scrapping it out. We've also got the likes of Backstein, who seem to just be getting better and better and better. And we've also got the likes of Pavel and Dazator, who similarly have been very solid. And I would say in the case of Dazator especially, just generally improving. So I think Agent, more so than in any tournament that has ever come before, looks fairly mortal. And unfortunately, Hamo's internet has died. So get used to my voice, because it's the only one you're going to be hearing until he's back. Which could, who knows? Who knows when that's going to be?
I'm still here, Joel.
Alan's here.
Way.
That's what we want.
I'm not even
Good
in
old
the
Alan,
lobby.
eh?
Wait, I'm in the lobby. I'm the only person in the lobby.
I'm in the lobby. How are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Adam's here.
Big ad. And well, hopefully we get Hamo in at some point. We are going to be starting off, I believe, Alan, with Gaia versus Gecko.
Indeed. What can you tell me about these two players, Joel?
I mean, I can tell you that Gaia was my player of the year 2020 for just sensational movement. He's a lovely lad. He loses to me in Brood War. There's a lot of great features about Gaia, and he's up against Gecko, who is someone that I know almost nothing about, while also simultaneously having heard his name many, many times.
Yeah, same actually.
He was playing in the Dash bracket. I believe he either won that or got to the grand finals or something. So he's not bad.
I believe
he's
he's
not bad at all.
I believe he's a quick live player.
Yeah, it certainly feels like that. Just because I have this level of name recognition, and I rarely have that for someone who's new. Because, well, I don't pay much attention, do I? Who else we got? We got Distant Light in the mix. We got Ab Chamo. He's always quite good. We got Rel, also quite good. In fact, that would have been a decent match. I think I prefer Gaia Gecko, but Ab Chamo Rel does look strong. I'm excited to see how Pavel does. Pavel is especially impressed me in team games recently.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous Extinction Life Lead. He was born to do it, apparently, maybe, I don't know. Very good.
Yeah, he's a top tier. Well, he was a top tier TDM player, and towards the end of Quick Live's life. Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure he still would be if it was such a game mode in Diabotical.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a very good TDM player. Plays for 102, of course, one of the best TDM teams.
Yeah, they won. Quick Live. They won the final Prague LAN, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, yeah. The only Prague LAN.
That too. That too. Hamo's going to be 1 min. Hopefully he gets in time before the game starts. I'll hold everyone.
I think they've yet to pick maps and stuff anyway, so...
Yeah,
we got time, we got time.
We got loads of time. It's fine.
Aussie
internet, it's amazing. It's right up there with the British internet.
Hey,
right.
Our internet's not that bad. You've seen the speeds we can get on a copper wire, Joe. Oh.
Well, you not on fiber?
Yeah, I'm just saying. We can do a lot with the copper wire.
Oh, we can, of course. Copper was invented in England.
Was it? Nice.
Alan, you do know that copper is an element, yes?
Yep.
Good.
I was playing along with the joke, Joel. Now you've ruined it.
Yeah, well,
you made me look like an idiot in the same breath. So thank you for that.
It's got to be done, though, hasn't it?
Yeah. Starting off well. Starting off good here. A bit of tension.
Oh shit! I don't know the fucking maps.
Oh shit! You don't know the maps.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's a whole new map pool, Joel.
It's my one job.
We're going straight in with Amberfall and Raya. 2 maps.
Oh,
never even looked at before. 2 maps you have bothered your arse to look at.
I haven't got Danny, mate. Oh fucking hell! So I did that mapping stream, right? And I spent all my time for it was a good 48 hours before that stream. Hello, Hamer. Welcome back. We just need to get you in the lobby, and then we can go.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No worries, mate.
Have you filled in the viewers?
Yeah, they will know. We're good.
Bloody Australian internet. I'm on my 4G right now. You know,
look.
If you've ever heard about Australian internet, you know you can call up the Australian Prime Minister and tell him it's shit house.
Just right.
I will. This is what I plan on doing.
Okay, key.
I send it to you, I believe.
Yeah, keys in the channel.
There we go.
All right. So, Gaia and Gecko.
Yeah. So Gecko, as we were saying before, is like a name that we all know, but we haven't seen him play much. We don't really remember it anyway. Do I have to go into the custom maps to get Amberfall? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The competition maps haven't been added to the game yet. It's a problem.
Oh, and it
Look,
doesn't load.
We're making do. We're making do.
Boys, this is tremendously bad.
If
I
there's
have a
gonna be a
weird
lot of-
glitch on my screen right now.
Probably gonna have to load it a couple of times as well because it'll be an invalid map version error, almost guaranteed. Anyway, so Gaia and Gecko,
Yeah.
what are the play styles that we need to be looking out for? What do you think? Who's the favorite in this match?
Well, as is always the case when he's in a match, Gaia is the favourite because he is the player of the year 2020, as according to me. CPM player, one of the greatest of all time, probably the greatest of all time, actually. I mean, there's Vu as well, but I'd give it to Gaia. He's hugely aggressive. He RJs a lot. His movement is impeccable, but classic
Wow.
CPM player lacks a bit of patience. Will take fights that he shouldn't. Has a pretty weak mentality. And Gecko, being what we think is a hardened QL player, he is a slightly different beast in that sense, and is probably happier playing a slower game.
That makes sense. And when you say weak mentality, what do you mean by that?
He tilts and he gives up.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's,
he's about as bad as
for a
me.
CPM player. I guess CPM players, they're used to lots of damage, lots of frags. Like one bag frag doesn't really change the game too much. But when it comes to like Quake Live or Diabotical, one frag can really change the entire game. So
Quick question:
Yeah.
Is anybody in the game?
no.
Nope.
No. We're looking at a spinning circle.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Beautiful. I don't know what we do about that. Should we just give Agent the 100 quid, give the 50 to Karvik, and call it a day? What do you reckon?
Is anyone able to play their games right now?
Oh,
Oh,
let's
whoa.
go in now. Let's go in
Hold
now.
up. We're downloading
Oh.
Duel City C Justin Duel.
You know what I think's happened? This community server stuff can only upload a map one at a time. I'm pretty sure. So there's probably lots of jewels right now at this very specific moment loading up Amberfall. Anyway,
Sounds right.
Sincerely
Sounds
hope-
right to me.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm pretty
jeez.
sure that's how it works because when we have like 16 people in a lobby, it takes way longer. And yeah. Anyway, so
It's a fucking state, boys. Welcome to TimCon land, by the way, the home of TimCon land, where silly things happen. Very, very silly things.
all right. So
we go.
Amberfall is an interesting map. I mean, I think it got a pretty bad reception off the release. Like people aren't really into the water, into the rail being in the water, and they're also not into like how many like nooks and crevices there are. But as far as the way the map looks, it's a beautiful map.
Absolutely.
And the flow of the map is pretty solid, and it has a void cannon, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, we haven't really seen like anyone really grind this map yet, so we don't really know like how it really plays at a decent level. Anyway, we're getting into the map now. GMT, you want to take us off spawn?
Yeah, sure thing. I don't know where we are. I don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna learn. As I was telling a story just before you got back, where that mapping contest stream, like the announcement, for the last 48 hours, I was just basically getting people to do work and like organizing. This person needs to talk to this person, needs to talk to this person, and then we went live, and I realized that not once had I looked at any of the map, nor had I prepared for my job as host at all. So we're going to be learning on the fly here. It's Gecko time. Going to take down Gary. Get stuck.
What a catch!
Yeah.
Just as I was talking about, this map has so many little like nooks and crevices and stuff around the place, and he catches him in the box. Couldn't move a single bit. The knockback from the LG just pushing him into the box further, and just gets an easy first frag. That is something that could seriously tilt Gaia off the face of the earth.
Yeah, it's his first time playing the map, and I think, you know, some maps that is kind of doable, but Amberfall is a pretty complex map with a lot of angles, with a lot of, like, as you were saying, nooks and crannies and crevices, but also a lot of sight lines through like grates and meshes and even that teleporter. So it's a very technical map, and apparently Gecko has been grinding with Backstein, who's looking very good these days, and he's going to be on that
Oh.
mega. No issue there.
Such an easy frag there. Great awareness to know his stack, and he can just rocket jump at his opponent and delete him because he doesn't have the weapons to defend himself either.
Right.
And yeah, Gecko, he did do a fair bit of damage there, but you can restack in this game quite quickly. It catches him out though, hits the rail and finishes him off. 3 frags up already, and I don't think this is looking good for Gaia right now.
I tell you what, I'm going to go as far as to say that it's looking bad for Gaia. He is on the mega. Let's see what he can do now that he's got a bit of a stack. Now, his movement skills, as well as his combat skills, are very good. It is his sort of map positioning and item control that lets him down. But now that he's got some resources, might see something out of him. Here's the fight. Good rockets from Gecko, though, and Gaia pulls away very low.
Gecko obviously trying to bait Gaia into the water there, but he doesn't take the bait, and he does do a fair bit of damage, but Gaia is running around actually on 10 health, doesn't know where any health is, and it's going to be a really easy frag for Gecko. I think Gaia is considerably lost on this map right now.
Yeah, I tell you, it's kind of like, you know, Quakewell DM2. I'm getting vibes like that of just these pretty cavernous rooms with these very narrow corridors linking them together. It's a bit of a maze. Gecko seems quite well acquainted, though.
We're just watching him sneak around. We saw him do some interesting tech just before that I hadn't seen before, just off that little light on the left. It is always cool to see people that have been grinding these new maps so they can show us, like, you know, the way to play the map. So yeah, if you're watching right now and you're interested into learning this map, you know, take note of all the movement they're doing and all the little bits and pieces they're moving off, because you'll learn a lot from these guys and you'll be ahead of the curve.
For when they finally get added to the game properly, one day.
I mean, you can still play them. I mean, the normal maps, the dual maps are pretty good, but like as far as free for all and things like that, normal maps are pretty trash. You should always be using those community maps because they're really good. And a mutual frag comes out here, and Gaia finally got himself on the board. A mutual frag is actually a good situation for him to be in, but he's not sure what items are going to come up next, doesn't know the way to get there, and Gecko beats him to the mega, does so much damage, and finishes him off and has a considerable stack still. And yeah, Gaia on the back foot yet again. Oh, he's caught him out here. Oh, the void cannon. Oh, it's nasty.
I'm glad you get it right and call it the Void Cannon. I pretty exclusively on the last test tournament series stream called it the Shock Rifle. Which,
yeah. I didn't play that much Unreal Tournament, but I gotta say I have been calling the Shaft lightning gun a whole lot, and you know it does shoot lightning, so I think it is a descriptive term, but whatever.
Yeah, well,
the electricity rifle.
I thought I just sorted myself when it came to Pincer and Shaft, and then they had to put in a new gun. They had to. It was just to fuck with me, and I don't appreciate it.
I gotta say, I thought they would have thought that like, you know, not deviating from this duel too much, but I thought they would have they thought that they were shaking up the game a whole lot more by bringing in the shock rifle, with the void cannon. Sorry.
There you go.
And I gotta say, it hasn't been that effective. Like, it's not that useful unless you're like kind of running away, and it's kind of a similar use to like what rocket launcher does. So yeah, I haven't seen it really get used to the fullest yet, and I think if you were an Unreal Tournament player, you'd be a little bit disappointed that it's not stronger. Oh, yeah. And Gecko's caught here in this water, but he can't get punished for it. Oh, Gaia didn't know that there was a grate in the floor. He could have shot through then. He could have easily gotten the kill on Gecko. And Gecko finally looking like he's struggling a little bit. Gaia with a huge stack. He's got 350 stack right now, and Gecko only on 130. So yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble now. We could see a little bit of a comeback here. Guy does need to put his foot on the pedal though. He's only got 2 minutes to start extending this time, closing this gap. What do you think's going to happen here, GMT?
I think that Gaia is going to come undone because to chase someone, you need to know the map pretty well. He will find Gecko, but slow Weeble, underwater as well. All of that stack's gone, and Gecko is looking mighty fine to take this win. Guy with a very nice pincer there, but it's nothing compared to what he had before. He was in a much better position than he is right now, and now fighting up the stairs, up against the shaft with the increased round knockback, has to walk away. And it's going from bad to worse.
Oh, he catches him out. Oh my god, that guy is completely unaware of where Gecko was right there. Didn't have any armor to his name. A single direct rocket would have killed him. And oh, the void cannon though, and it's doing so much damage. Oh, close use, but yeah, now only 10 seconds until golden frag. Gecko shouldn't give up a frag here. Just run away, restack. Then you got a long time to get 1 frag for his 10.
Yeah, it's not a difficult time for Gecko, but what has to be said is usually in a series like this, if someone wins the first map 11-1, you know, it's over. It's going to be a 2-0 easy. But given this is Gaia's first time on the map, Gecko's been grinding it, and our next pick's Rhea, which presumably Gaia knows because he picked it, and then Skybreak, which of course everybody knows. This is still potentially an interesting series. We'll have to see. Bit of a wash on map 1, but oh well. These things happen.
Ooh, okay, golden frag. Gecko giving up a couple of easy kills there. Just running into the grenade. I'm gonna see just oh, this is not a good
it's
spot.
happened again.
Okay, this repeat of the start of the game, and that is GG. So what's that? 1 map is best of 3.
It is best of 3.
Okay.
We go to Rhea.
67% rail that game
It's not
by
bad, is it?
Gecko. Well, he only shot 6, but still, I gotta say that map is you know, like, the rail on that map isn't, I don't think, particularly strong. I mean, the pincer on that map isn't particularly strong anyway, so it's strange that it's in the water. Anyway, we're following Gaia off the spawn here, and he will go straight for the pincer. Gecko will as well, and he just frags him off the bat. Rocket launcher versus machine gun, not much you can do about that. And now Gecko is looking dominant, although he is taking on this fight even though he doesn't have much more stack. Rocket versus rocket fight like that isn't well advised, and yeah, he will go get the pincer, but he's got to be careful here. He could give up the frag. This is a scary position for him to be in, and he doesn't want to lose all these weapons and the initial lead that he's worked so hard to get. GMT, I think we're seeing a different playstyle from Gaia now. Maybe a little bit more like the CPMA playstyle you were speaking about earlier. A lot more aggressive on Rhea.
That's exactly what he's going to do. I mean, if he knows the map, he's going to be able to, you know, use all of the prodigious mechanical ability that he has to much greater effect. We really didn't see what Gaia was about on Amberfall, sadly, but now we will. And this man, actually, if you saw the European team qualifiers last week as well, like, his mechanics are seriously good at the moment, especially. They always are, but you know, it was a bit of a transition from CPM to Diabotical, obviously, but he's now sort of really hitting his stride. Gecko's doing well to not give up much here, though, and he's actually found himself on both the red and the mega when maybe he shouldn't have. Ooh,
yeah,
drop.
you know, I think the thing about Gaia is that in CPMA you can rotate the map so quickly that you can you know, only have a few seconds between the items, whereas Gaia then only had a few seconds between red and mega, but so he camped the red and got the red and then tried to get to the mega in time, but it was too late, and then Gecko got the mega and was so much back on the equal stack ground and had the positional advantage. So Gaia really shot himself in the foot there and could really do with some basic understanding of times that it takes to move around the map, I think. Yeah,
it's the sort of mistake that you'll see from a more mid-tier player, and the sort of thing that we're not going to see when we're with the likes of Agent and Dazator and Karvik. Gecko comes in, hits a pincer, backs away. Very nice, conscientious play. Gaia, though, still with a healthy stack. Slow Weeble picked up by Gecko, which I think can be hugely powerful. Hits a great rocket, but Guy's doing oh so much damage. And he now has the stack advantage, jumping Pincer through the air now. Gecko will hit rockets there, though. Shaft as well. Is Gecko going to be able to get away as he skulks off? It looks like he will. Guy's not going to chase much, and actually, it's a red for Gecko.
But it's a mega for Gaia as well. And I don't know, who are we following right now? Sorry, are we on Gecko?
We are on Gecko, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Gaia actually got a free mega there as well, and he's got both the blues. So he is looking very stacked, but he's made a lot of noise coming around that corner, and Gecko set up a good position to just hit an easy rocket, knock him off the edge, stay in a safe position, and even gets great position on this red armor. So fantastic position there by Gecko to keep his opponent away from him, and then great rotation to get that red and the mega as well. Gaia making so many mistakes on the items. He needs to be putting way more pressure on than this. And Gecko, look at his stack now, giant.
Yeah, absolutely huge, and he's going to be able to set up for whatever he likes. Watches over on the red, looking for damage here. Misses 2 pincers, but doesn't take any damage himself. Jumps on over. Is this the chase? No. Goes quiet once again. Mega coming up. Gecko prowling, waiting for the jump. There goes Gaia. Direct rocket is there though. Slow Weeble as well. Gaia does some decent damage and keeps Gecko at bay, but it's to his disadvantage. But the RJ up. This is what I was telling you. He's a CPM player through and through, and his instincts sometimes they fail him. He exposes himself one too many times. And
yeah,
Gecko
he didn't really have many
life.
options to get away at that point. You know, he was kind of like a roll of the dice or a flip of the coin. He either went one way or the other, and Gecko guessed right. But he put himself in that position, you know, and he's got to be one more step ahead than Gecko to make sure that he doesn't put himself in that position where it's only a 50-50 chance for him to die. So, yeah, Gecko just playing the odds, doing a fantastic job making sure his position and stack is usually higher. And wait, even though his stack is so much lower here, he's going in anyway. Very risky, but maybe he knows that Gaia doesn't have a pincer. He does have a pincer, he chose not to use it. I'm very surprised about that. And he's just letting Gecko off the hook again and again.
Yep. He is pretty low here, waiting for the mega. It's going to be in 3. Guy should have timing as well. Slow Weeble's there. And Gecko, is he going to jump? He is. Pincer knocks him down, and here comes Gaia with the shaft. Surely the frag as well. Surely. Oh, there we go. 1 plasma blaster ball. All that was needed. We'll be giving up the red little bit of damage there, and should have, I think, the quicker path to mega. RJ up maybe? No. Using the jump pad.
I gotta say, Gaia's movement is definitely being hindered by him playing so much CPMA. His strafe jumping is abysmal. His strafe jumping needs dramatic improvement. He's so slow. He's making strafe jumping mistakes all over the place. Obviously, you know, CPMA movement, circle strafe. But he'd get caught out here again. He tried to set up a good trap there. And look at that strafe jump. He's getting no speed off the strafe. He really needs to work on that, and maybe that is a particularly important part of why he's actually been rotating so slow to the items. But anyway, he is able to get the mega. He does put on more pressure. He's not falling away from Gecko. How wasn't that a kill? What did Gecko pick up then to get 18 health? Oh, and Gaia actually putting on some serious pressure now. Whenever Gaia gets the opportunity to lay down damage, you know, in an easy situation just to like take damage back and forth, he's out damaging Gecko 2 to 1. So he needs to continue to try to find these kinds of situations.
Here's Gecko around the corner. Loves so much armor. They're going to trade out with a couple of rockets apiece, but nothing major.
Oh man, that is a deletion if I've ever seen one. And oh, he's still the red is going to come up. Okay, he lets him get away though, and the mega is coming up in 5 seconds. He won't have time to get steal that. So there isn't many items for Gaia to actually get, and Gecko is going to be super stacked. Gaia decides to come in anyway.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, he is so aggressive. He is so
Oh.
want to attack and attack and attack. And Gecko's going to take him down for it. 1-4, 3 minutes left on the clock. Just about as Gecko pushes in, not scared at all right now.
And like that last fight where Gecko just pushed up and was happy to take the LG damage trade, Gaia did actually have a rocket launcher and decided not to use it. I guess he thought he could hold him on the stairs, but again, it's that CPMA thinking of like, yeah, the lightning gun is that strong that it can just push your opponent back down the stairs, and not understanding the game that he's actually playing. I think he just needs to train a little bit harder in Diabotical. Anyway, he has shown some really bright points. The fact that the game is close, he has delivered so much damage, and he has converted a couple of really good frags. Gaia is obviously a very solid player as well. So I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but Gecko showing that he is a masterclass of Duel right now.
He's looking very good indeed. Gaia waiting down below. Tries to hit the pin, so it doesn't happen. Comes back for his red. Although he is trying to listen out and get some damage hit. We'll see Gecko over the way, sorry. Now, attempts for a pincer. Maybe a second. It's going to be Gecko that lands.
Classic Quake Live player, just hiding around the item, not wanting to trade damage, just do one single bit of damage and then run away. But yeah, oh my god, Gecko came out on top of that fight so hard, and you know, he had the positional advantage. It's so smart. He crouched up to the corner silently, knew exactly where Gaia was going to be, and then creeped around and got him. It's just beautiful play there by Gecko. So smart, so cerebral.
He's playing a very solid game and a very consistent sort of a game as well. Like, he's not demanding of himself anything too special. He's hitting the shots he should hit. He's missing the ones that you're allowed to miss.
Yeah. And that rocket jump really does it really does damage you a lot, because not only does it do like 25 to 50 damage to yourself, but it makes you really predictable with your movement. So Gecko just came in and hit one really easy direct rocket, and you know, a first rocket that is a direct rocket is usually going to guarantee a pretty easy frag, because it just pops your opponent straight up in the air or stops them dead in their tracks. Anyway, golden frag here, 4 frags to go. Can we see Gaius maybe swap it up, maybe dig his heels in a bit deeper and play a little bit more of maybe a distant, get items and do ranged damage style game?
Well, he hasn't got a lot of time to switch things up. He's very low right now, and Gecko could well have put the nail in the coffin. There it is. 2-0.
Again, the read. The read was so good, GMT. It was beautiful. He just crouched up near the corner. He knew the exact way that he was going to go, and elimination. 2-0.
Well, there we have it. Gecko moves on. Could be quite a promising player in this tournament, because Gaia typically goes reasonably far. Anyway, we are going to a short break. The stream will go down and then it will come back up with a delay, but we'll be back very shortly. See you in a bit.